Welcome, little explorers and your parents. Tonight's soothing explainer is a bit different. Usually, we're diving into big, loud discoveries, right? Well, tonight, as the stars start peeking out, we're looking at a very special bedtime riddle. We're going to explore the twilight whispers heard by Mowgli himself. So snuggle up, get extra comfortable, and let's decode the beautiful, quiet language of the forest as it goes to sleep. Okay, let's just dive right into this gentle mystery. Imagine the sun just dipping below the horizon. All those loud roars and the daytime chatter, they slowly just fade away. And what takes over is this softer, quieter rhythm. It really leaves us wondering, what exactly does the jungle whisper to its king when the sun goes down? I mean, we all know Mowgli is the king during the day, swinging from vines, going on these grand adventures. But what in the world happens when the shadows grow long?
Let's start by looking closely at the Jungle King and these mysterious whispers.
Notice how our source material actually shows the jungle having two totally different voices. First, you've got this super loud, energetic Hindi announcement, Mowgli hai jungle ka raja. Basically, Mowgli is the king of the jungle. It's bold, it's wide awake, right? But then, look at the beautiful flowing Thai script right next to it. See how it kind of curls and flows, almost like little vines in the moonlight? It turns out, the daytime is for loud declarations, but the nighttime, that's for these soft, curled whispers. Let's listen a bit closer to what those whispers are actually saying to us.
The source text softly whispers ha me, which basically means to look for a mother. And honestly, this is so sweet because it shows us that even the absolute bravest jungle kings seek comfort when it gets dark. When the shadows stretch out and the forest gets super quiet, all those huge daytime adventures suddenly don't seem quite as important. Just like you might grab your favorite cozy blanket or call out for your mom or dad when it's bedtime, the voices in our story do the exact same thing. It's a completely universal feeling. Even the brave Jungle King wants the ultimate comfort of a mother's presence as the stars come out.
And this brilliantly illustrates that sleepy curiosity of the wild. The text actually pauses to ask a really timeless bedtime question, Tamayame, or why mother? Does that sound familiar? It might remind you of your own bedtime. I mean, how many times have you asked why, just as your eyes are getting heavy? Why is the moon so bright? Why do the crickets chirp? Why do I even have to go to sleep? The jungle in our explainer tonight is doing the exact same thing. It's winding down, but its mind is still full of those sleepy, gentle questions.
But the jungle isn't just full of soft questions. It actually has some ancient, quiet rules, too.
The katika, you can try saying it softly to yourself right now. Katika. Doesn't it sort of sound like the rhythmic tapping of a little woodpecker settling into its nest? Or maybe the gentle rustling of leaves in the night breeze? The jungle brings this word up as a really comforting reminder.
Now, what's really interesting here is understanding that these rules aren't strict commands like we're used to. They're simply the quiet rhythms that keep the forest totally safe while everyone sleeps. You know, we usually think of rules as daytime things, right? Like, don't run in the halls, or clean up your toys. But the jungle's katika, its nighttime rules, are entirely different. They're just the natural order of things. It's like a quiet agreement between the panther, the bear, and the tiny little frogs that, hey, now is the time to be quiet, be still, and recharge for tomorrow.
So the really crucial point is that following these peaceful rules allows the entire jungle to just settle down together. And remember, these aren't rules that get shouted out loud. They're rules you feel. You listen to the wind swaying the branches, you let your eyelids grow super heavy and just rest your eyes, and you simply wait for the warmth of the sun to return. By following these gentle instructions, the whole jungle transforms from a wild, noisy playground into one giant, peaceful bedroom.
And after all the questions are asked and the rules are whispered, the nighttime breeze finally brings us to the time for sleep. We reach the very last sigh of our source transcript, Bodai ja, which roughly translates to a soft, cannot do it yes. And you know, it is just the most beautiful way to end a day. It's this soothing acceptance that we literally cannot solve all of the jungle's mysteries tonight. It's that moment you realize you just can't stay awake any longer. You can't play another game, you can't ask another question, and you definitely cannot keep those eyes open. It's basically the jungle saying, okay, I give up, I'm going to sleep. A completely peaceful surrender to the comfort of the night.
This perfectly resolves our little explainer into a peaceful slumber, reminding us that sometimes the absolute best answer to a riddle is simply to close our eyes. Mowgli might be the king of the jungle. He might be brave and strong and full of energy, but hey, even kings need to sleep. The whispering tale we explored tonight proves that right underneath all those grand, bold adventures of the daytime, there's a soft, comforting magic just waiting for us in the dark.
So what new, wonderful adventures will a jungle whisper about tomorrow? I want you to drift off to sleep pondering that final thought, dreaming about all the amazing things we're going to learn when the sun rises again. Tomorrow, that bold Hindi title is going to return. The jungle will be loud, it'll be full of energy, and there'll be entirely new things for us to explore. But for right now, just let the soft whispers of the night canopy wrap around you. Close your eyes, follow the gentle rules of the evening, and have a wonderful, restful sleep. Good night, little explorers.